Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to see what I can do to improve the picture quality when I plug my CoCo into the PC and try to capture images from it. When I was on the CoCo Nation, they gave me some ideas of things to try. The only thing I'm not willing to do is open it up. It is my precious, and I don't trust myself anyway. I'm not a hardware person. I will destroy stuff if I open it up. So we're going to try some things that involve not opening it up and see if we can get a better picture quality. So here's my CoCo moved back into the CoCo room. Most of the stuff I used to have here is moved into the computer room. But you can see the CoCo's there on the bottom. I have an old CRT TV that it was hooked up to. Coming out of the CoCo is not the usual cable. This is a digital audio cable called PDIF. It has the same form factor. It's another phono/RCA style plug, but it's mainly for digital audio. These tend to be pretty high quality cables, so they're more expensive, and I figured, well, if I use one of these, maybe I'll get a better picture quality. So when I moved the CoCo into the computer room, I switched to using this cable. I experimented with a few, and this seemed to offer the best picture, but I had never tried it on the original TV. The other change I made when I moved into the computer room is I got rid of this. No more switch box. And again, I'd never tried it without a switch box on my CRT TV, only with the one in the computer room. In lieu of that switch box, I have this little adapter here. One end is ready to receive an RCA/phono style plug, and the other end is coaxial. So I can just screw that directly into the cable jack on the TV. The picture quality I got when I put this back on the CRT with those two adjustments, it was astounding to me. I have never seen it look this good ever since I ever got it. As an example, here's some text and some of the green on black. And it just looks great. So this is telling me that my CoCo is capable of generating a great picture, and any of the problems I've been having have to do with interference or the components that I'm using when I'm trying to hook it up to my PC. I've just moved my CoCo back into the computer room, so we can take a look at the setup over here. No CRT TV, so I need something to plug that RF cable into. So, like many people, I'm just using an old VCR which eats up tapes, but still supposedly is able to convert from an RF cable into composite. So I have my same PDIF cable here coming out of the CoCo and then going into the VCR, again using this adapter from RCA to coaxial. Coming out of the VCR, I have a special cable that takes composite and stereo audio and brings it to an old digital camcorder. Whereas many people will have a dedicated capture device, I just happen to have this old mini DV camcorder, and it can take that composite and audio stereo. You can plug it in here, and then coming out this end is FireWire. You know it's old because it's FireWire. So that FireWire goes into the PC, and then I can bring up whatever image this is converted into a window using OBS or VLC. Here's what the VCR looks like as it goes through the camcorder as shown by VLC. So I haven't even turned on the CoCo yet. And you can see the VCR letters here are kind of wavy. They're not like this still, they're like moving around. So let's turn on the CoCo. And it's pretty abysmal. These are what the letters look like. Do the green on black. So the first thing I'm going to try are these things, Ferrite Cores, otherwise known as RF chokes. You wrap the wire around these supposedly, and then they eliminate interference. Since these are magnetic, I believe they are, I moved all my floppies into another room just in case. So let's see what these look like. Looks like you unclip these things, and then there are hinges on this side. There we go. And then you wrap the cord through here. I think the most likely suspect is the wire connecting from the VCR to the camera. It's probably the most likely thing I'll be able to fix with this. So the first thing I want to do is just see what happens when I put this around the wire and just see if I see any change at all. I'm not going to do any wrapping. I'm just going to put this around it and see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any difference at all, but I'm going to try the wrapping method because that's really what you're supposed to do. Okay, that's what we've got. I'm not seeing any difference at all. Not at all. Now, I don't think there's any issue with this, but why not? I got a bunch. Why not try wrapping one around this? Number 2. I don't think so. So the next thing to try is to stop using this old digital camcorder and its dedicated cable, either of which might have gone bad, and instead use a dedicated capture card. I mean, this isn't super high-tech stuff, it's only composite, but that's all I have, and that's all I need. USB into the PC, composite, and bonus S-video coming from the VCR. And it comes with their own RCA composite and audio connecting cables too. I want something relatively short. Short probably means less opportunity to pick up interference. And I can still use the Ferrite Cores on this if it looks like I need to. Well, this is what it looks like. I would say this is a step down. Check out the beautiful colors. I've tried many things. I could change the video format to make it worse if I want it to be worse. Here's my second capture card attempt. This is the Elgato Video Capture. More than double the price, therefore more than double the quality. It has its own SCART to composite adapter that I don't need. Okay, we got it connected, driver is installed. I'm looking at the VCR. I can see that the letters on the VCR don't look great. I'll turn on the CoCo. And I think it's better. it's definitely better. It's readable. It's not black and white. It's pretty good. It's not great. This is an improvement. Okay, so now I put a couple of those Ferrite cores on the video coming out of the VCR and going into the Elgato. So one on one end, one on the other. One on one end, I was able to wrap the cord around. Maybe this will make a difference. Turning on the CoCo now. I'd say that looks about the same. I don't think it's any different. It definitely is a lot better than the camcorder. So, I mean, this is definitely a step up, for sure. And it's not black and white, and that is, oops. That is very nice. I have color. So, just doesn't look as good as when I plugged it directly into my CRT. But pretty good. This is serviceable. I'll call this a success.